mama for some cheating lying girl. Said she loved me, said she'd be true. Sometimes I don't know what to Mountain Dew. I got tears in my eyes, tears on my jeans. I got tears on the stove to season my beans. I got nothing but sorrow on my mind. I could use a tall glass of red 40 tonight, 'cause I'm a cold red man in a Baja Blast world. I left the arms of my mama for some cheating lying girl. Said she loved me, said she'd be true. Sometimes I don't know what to Mountain Dew.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Mountain Dew Diaries. It's been a hot minute since we've actually got to review a true flavor of Mountain Dew, and today that's going to be something that we are going to get to do. I thought it was a service to you fans of the Mountain Dew Diaries to create a new intro, so with the help of my sister, who I would like to shout out, we crafted up that intro that I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm also very excited for this Dew that we will be trying, and without further ado, the next Mountain Dew we will be trying today is Dirty Mountain Dew. As always, as described on the Mountain Dew Wiki, Dirty Mountain Dew is a current Mountain Dew flavor released nationwide in stores on April 6th, 2026, alongside its zero sugar variation as permanent flavors in the United States. Its flavor profile can be described as cream soda and citrus, while some say the color is a honeysuckle yellow. On the screen right now, you're seeing the can design of Dirty Mountain Dew, and soon you're going to see the box design of it as well. I think the designers down at PepsiCo did a good job of replicating this flavor and what it's trying to stand for. I would have to say this was an interesting release. It was kind of hyped up, and it raised some eyebrows with some people within the Mountain Dew community of how we thought this was going to go down. Now, when you're going to see my first impressions, you're going to see what I thought of this Mountain Dew, and I've seen some of what other people think of this Mountain Dew, and I thought it was decently well received, but you guys are going to see my first impressions and my impressions of this flavor as a whole. So without further ado, let's go and do the crack and the pour. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Mountain Dew Diaries color and the crack and the pour. I'm actually very excited for this one, but first I want to say a special thank you to my aunt who supplied me with this Dew. I actually, got it the other day, and I didn't expect to get it because I hadn't even gone hunting for it yet, so a huge shout out to her for supplying this Dew, sponsoring this Dew even. And so without further ado, let's give this a crack in the pour and see, what are we dealing with this Mountain Dew Dirty Dew. Okay. And here's the pour. Oh, interesting. It's got very much of a cream soda with maybe a tint of yellow. If I can get the camera to focus, this kind of color. It's almost, a lemonade kind of color. I would say this is probably best to compare it as. So very interesting color from Dirty Mountain Dew. So let's go move on to the first impressions, the tasting, and see what I have to say. Alright, here we are for the tasting of Dirty Mountain Dew. Now, like I've said probably 100 times already, this is a cream soda Dew, naturally and artificially flavored. There's really no tagline besides that. So without further ado, let's give it a try and see what I have to say about it. That's quite interesting, my first sip. It's, it's cream soda-y, but it also kind of has that little bit of Mountain Dew twang to it, you could say. It's almost citrusy. It's, I predicted this to taste like orange creamsicle, kind of that kind of realm, and that's exactly what it kind of tastes like, but it's very sharp flavor. Let's try it from the glass, see if it's any different. it's just very unique. It's very unique. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. It's like I said, it's very unique. And my tagline, it's very interesting as well. So, Dirty Mountain Dew first impressions, almost a citrusy cream soda. And really, a few things to just nitpick about. Number one, it's a sharp flavor. It's a very sharp flavor, and at the end of the day, it's a flavor that you're going to. It's definitely a sipping Mountain Dew. You're not going to chug this like a regular Mountain Dew or some other ones, but it's got that sharp flavor and sharp carbonation like a regular Mountain Dew. And I think with the mix of the cream soda, it actually makes a pretty decent drink. So yeah, those are it's a shorter first impressions because, the Mountain Dew, when I drink Mountain Dew, it's very easy to analyze for me. While I drink a Monster, I'm trying to analyze all of its flavors and what it's really trying to tell me. This is just my plain out first impressions of this. So, it's always good to come back to Mountain Dew, drink some Mountain Dew, film the Mountain Dew Diaries. So, those are my first impressions for Dirty Mountain Dew. So let's go see what I have to say with the review and the ranking. Let's go do that right now.
Alright, here we go. Dirty Dew. I have taste at 6 out of 10, branding at 8 out of 10, and overall at 7 out of 10. Now, I think it wasn't a bad Mountain Dew. I think with a 7 out of 10 ranking, it's very respectable. But I think it's a unique Mountain Dew. I mean, it's something that's trying to make Mountain Dew that it's not. I don't think cream soda has anywhere, place, and time for the Mountain Dew branding. And I think, it's just, it makes this unique, interesting flavor that does maybe Mountain Dew a disservice. Now, I'm not saying it's a terrible Mountain Dew. I did give it a 7 out of 10, but it's nothing that blows me away. I think it's, a very average Mountain Dew and just nothing too great about it. And, I think my review and my first impressions kind of gave it the service that it needed. Yes, I kind of felt like I did it a disservice with how I ranked it and how I performed, but I think at a 7 out of 10, this is where it belongs and this is where it should stand. I put it at D on the tier list. I think it's in the same realm as Trolley. It's trying to do something that it's necessarily not. Now, it's not a diss to this flavor. I just think, Mountain Dew, you're a fruity soda. You have fruits. You have, these flavors that aren't necessarily cream soda or cola or root beer. And I think, those three flavors have really no place in Mountain Dew. But I think it's not a terrible flavor. I could put it at E with these kickstarts, but I think at the end of the day, it's respectable enough to put at D. And I really don't have that many complaints about it. There are small little nitpicks things about this Mountain Dew, but at the end of the day, I think it's respectable at D. And I don't think it maybe deserves to go below. I feel like it could maybe move up to a C. But I think at the end of the day, it's respectable at D. I think, me personally, I do not like this Mountain Dew. But I could see people who definitely do. And I'm trying to, kind of give bias to some of these true Mountain Dew fans like myself. So we could really describe and give this Mountain Dew the love that it deserves, even though if it might not get enough love. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Mountain Dew Diaries. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I just want to say something really quick. I might make this into another video for a channel update, but I felt like I gave this Mountain Dew a kind of a disservice with the way I produced this video, and that's something I kind of pride myself in, is production. Like, I completely forgot to take a picture of the can so I could actually put it with that review, so I had to take a screenshot of the video that I recorded, if that makes any sense. But at the end of the day, I felt like I did a disservice to Dirty Dew with the way I produced this video and where I was at when I was producing this video, just from a creator standpoint. So I'll take full accountability of that, and I felt like this video may be over 10 minutes with just this simple rambling alone, but I felt like you guys deserved a little bit more time and a little bit of an analysis with this Mountain Dew. So I will take that accountability and we will move on. But I think at the end of the day, I'm out of monsters, I'm out of monster flavors. I will have to go hunting for them, but I might take a break of video production just because I've just not been in the right headspace, I think, lately. I've been trying to do a bunch of new things, and I've just been kind of
trying to find out who I am as a creator. So I might be taking a few days off, a week off maybe, to just recollect my thoughts and kind of have some time to myself. And I think, that's something that all creators should follow. But enough with my ramblings. Thank you guys for watching. That's really about it. See ya. Peace.